Good evening. It's take two of the Utopian Baseball Universe report for Thursday, May 13th. The file I take information from just disappeared, so I had to get that back, or else I'm just making stuff up. Thanks for being with me tonight. As you see in the headline, history made in Montreal tonight. We're going to get to that shortly. Let's actually look at the scores from our two games in the East Division today. You guys saw earlier today the Blue Jays with another complete game shutout against the Orioles. This time it was Juan Guzman. Complete game 7-hit shutout. He had 6 strikeouts tonight. He had 5 strikeouts in the first 3 innings in this game. Guzman improves to 3-2. Mike Cuellar takes a loss. He's 4-3. In Montreal tonight, and if you're a Mets fan, you're going to recognize this because the box score I pulled from this game is one of the most famous in Mets history. The Expos win 2-1. Dennis Martinez struck out 19 Nationals. And again, if you're a Mets fan, you'll remember what I'm about to tell you now. Martinez would strike out the last 10 batters he faced. So I'm guessing this sounds familiar to our Mets fans. I pulled the box score from April of 1970. And when I saw it, I'm like, all right, we have we have 8 games today. So every home team has a 1 in 8 chance of benefiting from this. And it just happens to be Montreal. So Dennis Martinez striking out a Utopian Baseball Universe record 19 hitters as the Expos win 2-1. Juan Soto homered for the Nationals, his 10th. In the North today, the Cincinnati Reds beat the White Sox 5-0. Tom Browning, complete game 5-hit shutout, 7 strikeouts. Eric Davis with a 2-run homer in the 6th, his 7th homer of the year. Browning is 5-2. Chris Sale takes a loss. He's 3-4. And at Wrigley Field this afternoon, the Cubs get a win in that series with Cleveland, 7-5. Ernie Banks, 3-for-4, 3-run homer in this game. He scored 3 runs. Billy Williams with 3 RBIs. Sammy Sosa, 4 hits and 2 stolen bases for the Cubbies. In the South tonight, Texas beat Kansas City 2-1 in 18 innings. The Royals tied the game in the 9th on a cool Papa Bell solo homer. And then 9 innings later, the Rangers win this game on a Mark Teixeira sac fly. So 18 innings at Globe Life Field tonight. Pete Hill had 3 hits for the Rangers. He had an RBI single in the 5th. And on ESPN earlier today, it was the Astros 3 and the Cardinals 1. Dallas Keuchel, complete game 6-hitter, 6 strikeouts. Astros scored 2 runs in the 7th in this one. Keuchel's 5-3. Dizzy Dean takes the loss. He's 4-3. And in our 2 games out west tonight, the Angels beat the Rockies 5-2. Tim Salmon with a go-ahead RBI single in the 7th. The Angels would add 2 runs in the 8th as insurance. Raisel Iglesias wins his first. Germain Marquez is the loser for the Rockies. He's 2-4. And at Chavez Ravine tonight, it was the Diamondbacks 9 and the Dodgers 2. Steve Finley, 1-for-3 with a walk. Drove in a run. He stole a couple bases, scored a couple runs. Luis Gonzalez, 2-for-4. 3 runs scored for the Diamondbacks. Greinke over Drysdale in L.A. Tonight's question of the night, who's your all-time favorite player in the major leagues? Is he on a Utopian roster? Is he on the correct roster? So if you're watching now or later, just type in the comments and I'll get back to you. But who's your all-time favorite player? As a kid growing up, I started watching baseball in '83. So I grew up in Milwaukee. The Brewers went to the World Series in '82. I had no fucks to give about it. I was playing with my Star Wars action figures. I didn't even like the movies. But I didn't watch any of the 82 series. I went to my first game at County Stadium in May of '83. And, we watched the road games on TV. We listened to Euchre. The '83 series was the first World Series I ever watched, Baltimore over Philadelphia. But my favorite player was Gorman Thomas. And sadly, he was traded like a month after I became a fan, and I was crushed. And then a couple years later, Rob Deere became a favorite. I've got, of course, being a Mets fan, I've got favorites from the 80s, Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter, Doc Gooden, Darryl Strawberry. Lenny Dykstra was actually one of my favorites growing up as well. But I want to hear who your all-time favorite player is. Type that in the comments, and we'll get back to you. Also tonight, I want to talk about a podcast that I'm enjoying right now on Spotify. You can find it on Spotify and Apple. It's called The Pesky Report, with our very own Bailey Von Schneider as one of the hosts. I've listened to about 4 episodes. I really enjoy it. It's fun that they're doing well. Obviously, it makes for a more enjoyable show. So if you're a Red Sox fan, and I know we have a lot of them in the group, check out The Pesky Report on Apple or Spotify. Tomorrow, we kick off a fun weekend. I'm not going to talk about it now because I'm going live tomorrow in the afternoon to talk about it. It's all night games tomorrow. So we'll preview the weekend. We'll look at some pitching matchups. We'll look at some key matchups for the weekend. I'll be sharing the Xbox streams. We're gonna do a live stream pretty much daily through the next 2 weeks. I move 2 weeks from tomorrow. So starting on May 28th, there won't be Xbox streams for a while. I'll have to pause those because I'll actually have this computer that I'm speaking to you from will be in a different room from the TV. So I won't be able to stream that way. But hopefully later this summer, between June and October, hopefully closer to June, I'll have a new phone and I'll be able to stream using that. So very excited to come back at you tomorrow with a preview of the weekend. And then again, I'll let you know the streams for Xbox are going to be Friday late night. So tomorrow, probably about 10:30 or so. And then Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So I'm very excited to bring those to you. Thanks for being with me tonight. Have a great evening. And we will see you tomorrow.